everybody, Cinema Sickness here with your daily sickness video. And happy Halloween to each and every one of you. Happy Saturday, October 31st, 2015, Halloween. Got to love it. And it's on a Saturday. That is so nice for all you kiddies out there who do not have to go to school tomorrow. That is awesome. I am a firm believer that November 1st should always be a school holiday. You should not have to go to school on November 1st. That is my personal belief. If you feel the same, leave a comment below. That is what I think. If I was in charge of a school, if I was a principal or superintendent or whoever runs the school, I would make it so the day after Halloween would always be a no school day. That's my belief. So have fun, eat your candy, get yourself sick, hang out with your friends till late at night. Don't cause too much mischief, but have a great time. And do not have to worry about going to school. And for all you guys out there who go to parties and whatnot, I guess drink it up. I don't know. I'm personally not a drinker. I don't drink. I've actually never drank alcohol my entire life. Never planned to. But I know a lot of you guys do. So I guess if that's your thing, party it up because you don't have work tomorrow. That is awesome. Unless you work on the weekends, of course. But otherwise, if you have a normal 9 to 5, Monday through Friday job, you don't have work tomorrow. That's awesome. So I'm loving it. Probably going to stay up late tonight and watch a lot of movies. So very excited about that. All right, anyway, let's get on to today's daily sickness video. And I'm going to do something that some of you guys have been asking me because over the last year, I've actually been picking up a lot of new variations of these movies to add to my little collection within my collection. And some of you guys are saying, oh, why don't you like show off like an updated version? Because I think I already did a video on this before, but I should do an updated one. And I was like, that's a great idea. I'm going to do it. And I was actually not going to do it for Halloween. I was going to do it just as a daily sickness video some other random time. But I kind of just forgot to do it. And I was like, what should I shoot today? Something Halloween, something horror, Halloween related or something. I'm like, a light bulb went off in the head. I was like, that's it. You know, some of you guys have been asking for this. I meant to shoot this video a few weeks ago. I never got around to it. Let's do it today. And today we're going to take a look at my entire, I want to drop these, Saw DVD collection. As I've said in the past, when it comes to the Saw movies, I am a sucker for collecting all the DVD variations. Now, I certainly have this movie on other formats. I have it on HD-VMD. I have it on Blu-ray. I have all the movies on Blu-ray. I have a bunch on UMD. I want to say I have them on other stuff as well. I don't know. All kinds of different formats. But I don't necessarily collect all the different variations for those formats. You know, I'm good with the Blu-rays I have. I'm good with, whatever. I'm fine with that. I'm not going to get different artwork variations of the Blu-rays and stuff like that because I don't care. I just need the movies once on Blu-ray and I'm good. But when it comes to the DVDs, I love, for some reason, collecting all the different cuts of the movies, all the different artwork variations, just all the weird packaging and stuff. I'm just a sucker for that. And I think because over the years, I just started to realize that there were so many different releases on UMD. Just, again, everything from different cuts in the movies to different artwork, all kinds of weird different releases of Saw. I never realized there were so many until I started picking them up. And now I'm just a sucker for collecting them. And anytime I come across a new cover art variation or a new, just any kind of new release, I have to pick it up. And I got quite a few here, and I've added a whole bunch this year, so let's get down to it. Let's take a look at my Saw DVD collection. All right, so first up here we just have Saw. Coming in this, I love this. All the Saw, most of it anyway, the Saw movies releasing these awesome clear slipcovers, and I love that the case is just a simple clear case. That's it. No other artwork. Clear case with a DVD featuring a saw blade. That is awesome. You guys know my thoughts on slipcovers, and that's I usually do not like them because slipcovers usually you take the slipcover off and it's the same exact thing. There's a lot of time, like 95% of the times it seems a slipcover is the same exact as the artwork inside, which I think completely defeats the point. And like, why even have a slipcover if you're just going to make it the same exact artwork? But this is something interesting. This is really cool. I love this type of packaging. I love it. So I love these slipcovers. This is awesome. Great release. And then, of course, I have the solid non-slipcover release, just with the artwork, as you see. There you go. Not exactly the same thing. Some different stuff there. Got some body parts on it. Very cool. And this is great. We have, and I've actually been trying to find a copy of this for the longest time. Every time I find a copy of this, the discs are scratched. That's the thing. I might collect different art variations, but I got to make sure the discs are good inside as well, because I'm just OCD like that. And I found like this case cracked a lot too, because it's in a DVD size jewel case, and that is the 2-disc uncut edition of Saw, which came with this cool, see the, if I can get the move, the blade in there, I swear, it moves around. There you go. See the blade in there? There's water in here, although it used to be red water. I have yet to see, to this day, a copy of this that the water's still red in. If you have a copy and your water's still red, let me know. I've not seen it. Every time I do come across this somewhat frequently, but like I said, the jewel case, as you can see, it's in a jewel case, which is really cool. It's usually broken or the discs are scratched. So rarely do I come across this in good shape, and every time I see it, the water inside, the liquid inside is no longer red. But it used to be like a blood liquid. You can see the Saw is a little bit dyed at the bottom just from sitting on the bottom here. You can see some of that red is like caked on there. But so very, very cool. Like I said, 2-disc release. That is awesome. Absolutely love it. Like I said, I've been trying to find a copy of this in good shape for the longest time. I was so happy when I came across this. Certainly had to pick it up. That's great. And then we also have the Saw Uncut Edition with the non-fancy packaging. Pretty much the same thing. Also 2 discs. So, the same exact thing, just different packaging. Alright, so that's it for Saw. But then we move into Saw 2 again with this great clear slipcover. I love that. I'm such a fan of these releases like that. That is so cool. Then we have the solid artwork here, which was actually a rental from Movie Gallery back in the day. Very, very cool. And then we have the Saw Special, or Saw 2 Special Edition release with this cool, like, holographic artwork with the key hidden in the skull there. That's really cool. And if I'm not mistaken, yes, it's a double disc release. That is so awesome. And then this was actually sent to me by a viewer, and if I'm not mistaken, this is a German release. And this is a limited edition 3-disc DVD steelbook release of Saw 1 and 2. As you can see, actually very similar artwork right there. But Saw 1 and Saw 2 in a steelbook. This is cool. Actually comes with Saw 1 and Saw 2 in their own discs, and then a disc of extra features. That is cool with some artwork inside as well. That is a really cool release. Again, if I'm not mistaken, this is from Germany. So that is a really cool steelbook release that one of my viewers sent me. That is beautiful. I love it. like I said, I've said in the past, I'm not a huge steelbook collector. If I come across them for cheap, I'll pick them up. You know, if I'm getting movies for like $1 or $2, and I'm like, oh, look, a steelbook release. I'll buy it. I might upgrade to steelbook. But when it comes to Saw, I got to click all different variations, and this is a really cool steelbook. All right, so that's it for Saw 2. Now into Saw 3, and again, we have the slipcover, the clear slipcover. Sucker for these, love them. And then we have Saw 3, the director's cut, also, and this one's a little bit different. This is still a clear case, but a little bit different of artwork inside. It's not just a clear case. This one actually has artwork to it, but very cool nevertheless. And 2-disc release. So that one still looks beautiful. I love the artwork for that. And then that's it for Saw 3. Not too much on that one, but then we go into Saw 4. Again with that great slipcover there. I love that it says, it's a trap. Always makes me think of Star Wars. And then some more Saw 4 here, but this time with the unrated director's cut. Very similar artwork as well, as you can see. So it almost looks exactly the same. I mean, it pretty much is exactly the same, except for unrated director's cut. So theatrical, unrated. That is the only difference. Otherwise, they're very similar. You see the artwork's a little bit different, just tweaked a bit, but still very similar. And then we have Saw 4, the unrated director's cut with the solid artwork. So as you can see, again, pretty much the same exact thing, just clear slipcover artwork, solid artwork. And that's it for Saw 4. So then we go into Saw 5 with, yet again, I'm so glad they just stuck with this type of artwork. That is great. So Saw 5. And now one of my favorite releases, I actually just picked this up. This was $5 at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. This was so cool. I haven't even opened this up yet. In fact, I don't even know if I want to. I just love this so much. I just want to keep it sealed. it's awesome. This is great. You know what? I am going to keep it sealed because it looks like, maybe not. I'm not sure what happens if I open this up. If I open this up, it might separate. I don't want to do that. So check this out, guys. Saw 5, unrated, collector's edition.
You thought it was over, but the games have just begun.
How cool is that? I don't remember if it says the same thing over and over again. Let's find out.
You thought it was over.
It does.
But the games have just begun.
Look at that blade spinning in there. How cool is that? That is absolutely amazing. When I came across this, I was so excited. I didn't have anything like this in my collection yet. So Saw 5, unrated collector's edition. That is so cool. All right, and then Saw 6, once again. That sweet, clear artwork there. And this was a little bit different because this one actually comes with not only Saw 6 on DVD, but it actually comes with a copy of the first Saw as well, which is really, really interesting. I thought it was really cool they packaged it like that. Very different. So Saw 6 and Saw in the same packaging here. Very different. And I gotta get that back in there. There we go. Sweet. And then we move on to Saw the Final Chapter with clear artwork. Now this does not have a slip cover. This is just clear artwork, which is still interesting in of itself. I mean, that's different. I don't usually see clear artwork, so it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, like I said, not a slipcover. I'm not sure if there was a slipcover variation of this. If you guys have one, if you have if you want like this, it just comes with a clear case, but then a slipcover over top of it. Let me know. I'd be very interested in knowing that. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. But this, like I said, is similar, the same idea, but instead it's just artwork inside, like a standard artwork, but clear. Still pretty cool. And then we have Saw the Final Chapter with the solid artwork. As you can see, very similar. You just can't see through it. So, pretty awesome. But then we move into some Saw collections I have here. First thing we have is the Saw trilogy from, as you can see, Walmart with their lovely Walmart sticker ruining the artwork. This comes with Saw 1, 2, and 3. And each, I believe, yes, each on their own disc. That is awesome. I believe they're all the theatrical cuts. And unfortunately, all full screen as well. So kind of a crappy release, but pretty awesome. There's the artwork. So this cool comes with a slipcover, even though it's, again, slipcover I'm not a big fan of, because what's the difference? There is no difference. It's kind of pointless. But, yeah, like I said, kind of a crappy release because it's all the theatrical cuts and they're all full screen. So it's kind of weird, but cool nevertheless. And then we have the Saw trilogy, which again comes with Saw 1, 2, and 3. This time a much better release. They're all the uncut, well, Saw Uncut Edition, Saw 2 Special Edition, and Saw 3 Director's Cut. And these are all, if I'm not mistaken, yes, these are all widescreen. So much better release there. Love that. And I know there is a variation of this that comes like in a bigger case with like an actual like 3D jigsaw. This one is not like that, but I am on the hunt for that. If I find it, I'm going to obviously pick it up and I'll have both of these. So I would love to have the one with the actual like 3D jigsaw. But this is still a cool release. I got to have it for the collection. And what's awesome about this, Saw 2 discs, Saw 2 2 discs, and Saw 3 2 discs. So this is a pretty badass release right here. This is awesome. If you're looking to get the first 3 movies on DVD and you come across this, pick it up. This is a really good release of the first 3 Saw movies. And then we have the Saw 5-disc unrated set. Saw 5-disc unrated collector's set, which comes with Saw, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, and Saw 5. Saw is uncut. Saw 2 is uncut. Saw 3 is unrated director's cut. Saw 4 is unrated director's cut. And Saw 5 is also unrated director's cut. And they come on their own individual discs here. We have Saw, which comes on like basically the disc 1 version. So these are, yeah, it looks like these are all pretty much, let's see. All right, well, not all. So Saw 1 and Saw 2 come on basically the disc 1 release of some of these. And then Saw 3, 4, and 5 come on just their own kind of regular discs. That's awesome, though. Pretty cool. Little variation to grab. And then last but not least is the Saw Complete Movie Collection. That is pretty awesome, which comes with an ultraviolet digital copy as well. So very cool DVD release to have. And I do not have all the movies in here because they all came, I believe they were all stacked on top of each other. So I took them out. As you can see, I had the first Saw in there and all the rest are in okay, I think it came on like 3 I'm trying to think how many discs this came on. I want to say this was like 3 or 4 discs. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I know they were all stacked, and because it actually says Saw the Complete Movie Collection on the disc. And each one came with a few different Saw movies on it. So very cool. Pretty awesome. I know this was like $10 at Walmart and stuff like that. So if you don't have the Saw movies, pretty cool collection to pick up. Pretty awesome. And they're all the unrated versions. Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 6, and 7. They're all yeah, they're all unrated, so that's really cool. Okay, there we go. I was a little confused here at first, but it's kind of weird. On the back it lists Saw 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm like, okay. And then it says Saw 6. I'm like, wait, what? And then it says Saw, but it actually says Saw 6 and Saw the Final Chapter. So I guess they like ran out of room and just stuck Saw 6 and 7 just like, you see that? Like each one gets their own individual information, but the last two like share information. That's kind of weird how they did that. I think they just ran out of room and went, oops. Whoever designed this didn't do a very good job. But still just a fun, cool release. I love Jigsaw there with the actual like Jigsaw puzzles. That's pretty fun. And digital copies of all 7 films. So you can't complain about that either. That's awesome. So alright guys, there you go. That is my Saw DVD collection again. I only really collect for the DVD variations, not the Blu-ray variations. I mean, I certainly have the movie on all different other formats, but I only really collect for the DVD variations. I got to get them all. I'm always trying to hunt stuff down. Every time I'm out in a store, in a thrift store, pawn shop, flea market, wherever, I'm always, if I see the word Saw, I have to pick it up and just make sure I do not already have that artwork variation. Because if it's something different that I do not have, I certainly have to grab it. Now it's a collection. So who knows, maybe this year I'll add a whole bunch more, and next year I can do another updated version of this video. That'd be awesome. I hope that happens. That'd be great. So, alright guys, that is it. So again, I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic Halloween. Hope you're doing something good. Hope you're, partying or going out trick-or-treating or just handing out candy or maybe taking your kids out. Whatever it is you do for Halloween this year, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic one, and I hope you eat a boatload of candy. I've already eaten way too much candy as it is, but I'm going to eat more. My wife and I, we bought candy like a week or 2 ago, and we've already eaten it. I had to actually run out last night and get more candy for today, and I've already eaten some of that as well. So it's not good having chocolate in the house. And what I need to do next year is buy candy I don't like. That's what I need to do. I need to buy just bags of candy I don't like to eat, and then I won't eat it. My problem is I buy bags of candy, and I'm like, I'm going to get bags of Kit Kats and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And I love Kit Kats and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and I just go to town on them. I can't help but, like, every time I walk past that bag, I'm just like, I got to eat one. They're so delicious. So it's not good. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great one. Like I said, eat lots of candy, have a good time, and have a happy Halloween. And I'll see you all tomorrow on November 1st, the first day of November. Moving on towards Thanksgiving, but that's awesome. And then Christmas, and that's great as well. Like I said, after Christmas, I get kind of depressed because it's just crappy winter. But hey, at least for the next 2 months, we have some awesome holidays. I love the Christmas season. I'm very much looking forward to getting into that already. So again, guys, have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Halloween. See you on Sunday. See you then, guys. Bye.